Today we are building a house in The Sims 4, but every room is a different pack. I already built the house and the floor plan, so I have this wheel here which has all of the packs that I have, stuff packs, game packs, and expansion packs. I'm not doing kits in this because I think it would suck to be stuck with just a kit for a whole room. I'm going to spin the wheel. It is going to choose a pack for us, for example, laundry day, and I will have to build whatever room we are in using only laundry day. If there is nothing that can possibly work for laundry day, say I had to build a kitchen for laundry day and there's no oven, I can use a base game oven in place of that. So any item that would be needed to make the room functional, I will be able to use the base game version of that in its place if it does not exist in the pack itself. Here is the house I have built for this. It is 2 stories. We have the entryway and hallway here. Over here, we're going to have a bathroom. This is going to be a kid's room. We have a kitchen and dining room, and here is going to be a living room. And then upstairs, we have 1 bedroom, and then we have a primary bedroom with an ensuite bathroom. The hallways will also count as rooms, so I will have to spin the wheel for the hallways as well. I used base game windows all throughout. I also just grabbed these random stairs from base game, so I went ahead and placed some base game doors and some lighting around the house, as well as some railing here that matches the fences we used outside. I always start with kitchens when I build a house, unless I'm doing a build challenge where I have to start with something else. I'm just gonna place this here because I forgot to put a back door, and that's kind of important. For first spin of the day, we have vampires. Vampires is our pack for the kitchen, and I'm going to remove that from the wheel. This is our counters that we have in the vampires pack. We also have a bar in vampires, so that's kind of convenient as well. This is like a really fancy cabinet. Maybe we can use it. I'm just gonna throw it in the corner for now. This house is a little bit like Greek looking. I'm kind of not thinking this is exactly what we would be using in this style of build. I'm not really a big fan of white cabinets. I feel like maybe we could put our fridge right here. I don't believe there's a fridge in the vampires pack. Correct me if I'm wrong, which means I'm able to use base game. I'm gonna try and find something that kind of matches that. I feel like it might be a safe bet just to go with stainless steel this way, because this build isn't exactly Victorian, so it's not really gonna fit in perfectly with the theme of the vampires pack. I might take another window and put it like right here. Maybe we could do double windows. Let's see, sinks for vampires, we only have this, and this is like a very bathroom sink. I guess we could use it. That's interesting. Okay, so that's what we have for our kitchen sink is very clearly a bathroom sink. Let's see about a stove. Again, no stove or oven in the vampires pack, so I am just going to grab this. Maybe we'll drag this one here, that there, and that there. That's really interesting to have. Vampires also doesn't have like vent things, so I'm just gonna go with that one from base game. I'm gonna hide a fire alarm in there. And for cabinet, we have the ones that match from the vampire pack, so we'll go with these. Lighting is so weird. That looks so yellow in the corner. I'm just gonna do this short one there, and that will be all for our cabinet. This is a pretty big kitchen, so I wonder if we should do like a little island out here, maybe like that, and we can find some bar stools. It doesn't look like we have bar stools from vampires either, though these ones kind of fit that kind of Victorian vibe, so maybe we can go with these in just plain white. Vampires was a bad pack to get for the kitchen. I feel like there's definitely some better things we could have gotten here. I like to take these sometimes and just like put them under here as under cabinet lighting. Let's check out vampires decorations for here. Really nothing. I could put a skull, I guess. What if we pretended an urn was like a cookie jar? Would that be messed up to do? I don't know. Maybe we can use the urn. Hear me out on this, because this is maybe interesting. What if I'll place this here. I'm not sure this is gonna work. And then we go to plants. There's no plants in vampires. Interesting. I didn't know that. I was hoping that would work and not be so obvious, but I think it's a little obvious. What if I shrank it down more and then just raised it up a little more? Like that? Is that so obvious? I don't think that's nearly as obvious. Let's go with that. And then we could just pretend the urn is a really fancy, extremely large vase that is covering like half of this plant, but that's okay, right? And give them a microwave, right? They deserve a microwave. This is so weird. The skull in the corner is terrifying. I'm not sure why anyone would have like massive skull over here. Can I shrink it? I can. I mean, like, I need to use a decoration from vampires. I use the vampires urn, the sink, the counters, but otherwise there's not a whole lot of vampires vampire stuff to actually use in here, so I feel like I do have to at least use the skull. But I go with like this thing because it's like at least white, and I don't know if I should have it centered on the window. Then we can push these together just a bit closer, and then that's centered. I guess that works. What do we have for window coverings? Vampires is obviously gonna have things that covers the entire window, which doesn't really work back here, so maybe we go with nothing, or I could go with these. Do you have this like blue one in base game, but I'm not sure I really like that. If I use this one, raise it up, and then we can do the blue, right? How's that? Or do we do dark blue? Maybe we do dark blue. Okay, it's a kitchen for sure. We don't have a trash can from vampires, so I'm also gonna go with this just plain stainless steel one from base game. Also have this area that maybe we could put like a nice tree in or something. Again, we don't have any plants in vampires, so I kind of have to like make do with base game here. I think it's probably safe to just go with this like plain palm over here, and then we just put it in like a white pot like that. We do have the vampires bar. There's this table from vampires. Maybe we could put it somewhere. Kind of blocks part of that doorway, but I don't know what else to do with it. Like shrink it into the wall a bit. The wood tone one isn't so bad, and I think it's light enough that it's not weird. I just think the white with the gold is like really over the top extravagant for this house. Maybe we could do like a little sitting area. That'd be weird. And then we could put like a little table in the middle. We have these shelves. We have an organ. If anyone wants a massive organ in their kitchen, it takes up the entire doorway. I could hang this up. Go with this one because it kind of matches the blue of the house. How about a wall fountain? Is that weird to put in your kitchen? Probably. But what else am I gonna do? Maybe over here, and then we can turn this tree a bit. It's a little weird. I don't know what else to do. We do have this rug though, which is a really nice one that I like a lot. And maybe we have like a blue swat. I should figure out what tile we're doing before we hop into like rugs and stuff. I also want to do a light over here. So I'm gonna drag this one here, and then we're gonna try and find a nice light to put over the island. We do have this from vampires, which is a choice for sure. It hangs kind of low. I guess that's okay. I just wish it was like white and blue instead of like this like orangey brown color and blue, but that's okay. We'll go with it. We'll run with it. We'll pretend that's fine. I have a grandfather clock, which I guess we can use. This is a very extravagant, weird mixture of things we've got going on in this kitchen. Would this look weird here? It like doesn't really fit. It has a blue swatch. If that makes it any better, I don't think it does, but it's an option. I put a coffin. I think I'm gonna shrink down this tapestry. We'll do that there, and then we will do some seats under it because I really don't know what else to do with this spot. Okay, very cool. Base game, I would like to see like a small table to put in here. This one does kind of match the vibe. Maybe we could just do one seat. Is that weird? That is so ugly. I don't like that. I think the table might have been our best idea. Just kind of shrink it into the wall. I wonder if it's bad if it clips a little bit. I don't think it's horrible. Let's see. What from vampires could I put on this table? Maybe an angel? Do we have like a white like that? Statue that's very Morticia Addams coded, I guess could be used. And then we could do another angel on the other side like that. I think I would be very scared if I came to this house. Anytime I see statues like this, it's just giving Doctor Who vibes. And then I'm terrified because middle school me was not a fan of the Weeping Angels episode. All right, let's find some flooring. There is actually tile and stone that comes with the vampires pack, so maybe we can go with something like this. So interesting. Really? What if instead of the table, I just did 2 counters like that? Is that weird? It's clipping into the archway, and honestly, we're just gonna have to live with that. This is really creepy. I don't know how I feel about the statues. Maybe we could get rid of them. They're making me uncomfortable. What like kitchen stuff could I put up there? Like maybe we could do something normal and I could just have a coffee machine over here. I think that's fine. I'm just gonna grab this really cheap island from City Living because I'm not actually using it, so it doesn't count. And I'm just gonna use that to place this coffee machine back farther onto this cabinet here. And I can just use these base game mugs. This would be weird if I took this book stand and we kind of lifted it up like this. And you can pretend it's like a little cookbook holder. Is that weird? I don't know. Maybe it is. It has a heart on it, which is like a little concerning. So maybe we could use the one that actually has like garlic and stuff on it. I feel like that's a little better. Let's figure out a backsplash and some paint for the rest of the room. Let's see what we have just from vampires. We have some brick from vampires that maybe we can use. It kind of has like a blue tint to it. And then I think we could just do like a base game like wall like that. And that is all for our vampires kitchen. I don't know how to feel. It is unique, I'll give you that much, but something about it makes me deeply uncomfortable. Maybe it's the color scheme, maybe it's the stone face spitting water out of it. I don't know. Just something is throwing me off big time here. There's a lot going on in this room all at once. We are all done with our kitchen. Next up is our dining room. Let's get started on the dining room. I'm going to spin our wheel and hopefully we get something good for a dining room, something that will actually have something to work with. Cottage living. We can definitely make cottage living work for a dining room. Wait, does cottage living not have a table? I swore cottage living had a table. Maybe we can use this clock somewhere. Cottage living only has these like tiny itty bitty tables, which is gonna be a little weird. I think we'll go with this. Oh, this is gonna look weird, isn't it? Would it be more weird to put like two next to each other like that and pretend it's like one big table? That's just a really unique shape. Like, how weird is that? It looks like it's supposed to be modern. I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't know what else to use because that's all we've got from cottage living as far as dining tables go. Let's see some chairs. Imagine going over to someone's house and this is their dining room setup. Okay, yeah, we're getting one table. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a very small looking dining room in here, so maybe we can move that off to the side and then we can put like a bar or something. What bars do we even have? We have this bad boy, which doesn't even fit in this room, so maybe not. Maybe that does have to be like dead center. Let's see what centerpieces we have. Oh boy. Okay, plants, we've got that, and then maybe we could do a fiddle leaf in the corner and curtains. See, what color do I have? I do have a plain blue and I have a striped blue. I think I'm gonna go with the striped one like that. We might change that at some point. We'll see. Maybe we can do like a nice chair over here, like a little sitting area. I don't think that's a horrible idea. We also do have this couch, and who's to say we can't just have a whole freaking couch in here, you know? Maybe a bench could be nice though. Or is that weird? Let's see, we have this table which has this nice dark blue swatch, which makes me question why we don't have a dark blue swatch for other things in cottage living, but you know what? It is The Sims. I'm just not gonna think too much about it. Maybe we could put like a little picnic basket. We have this nice like cottagey painting. It's just so little and I feel like it looks weird no matter where I put it. Maybe over here we can do like a nice picture. Maybe the jars could go here. Right, move that out of the way. Okay, we could do that. I just think does have a rug. However, I'm not sure I want to use it. Oh my god, that is a lot going on in here. I'm really concerned about what flooring we're gonna end up using. You know, would it be weird to put a basket of like blankets and pillows in your dining room? Probably a little bit, but I'm just about out of ideas. Maybe like a little teapot, little tea set there could be nice. Sure, we might as well add this in, even though it's a very outdoors thing, right? And then for the light above this, I have this one and I think that's what I'll go with. Maybe put it in this like white. I truly don't have any more ideas for what to use in here. So I think that's what we have for this room. I'm just gonna do that over here. I think that is all for decoration. So let's figure out some floor and painting for in here. The floors for cottage living. Go with this like white plank flooring. I think that's our best bet. And for the walls, we have some stone. We could go with that. Is this too much to look at? It feels like too much to look at. As pretty as it is, I really do like this wallpaper. I just feel like maybe we should just go with like white brick and keep it very plain and basic in here. This wall is also really empty, but I don't know what to even hang up there. I feel like it would be weird to do that. It's not by a door or anything. Maybe we could do another one of these trees. And then I guess we can use the little tiny painting. I don't know, maybe use a different painting swatch. I guess it's fine. They're two different types of wood, but that's not really the most like unmatching eyesore of this room, is it? We are all done here. So that is all for our cottage living dining room. Despite having a really tiny table, we do have 4 seats at it, so it'll be good for the family that lives here. So far, most hated room. I hate this more than the kitchen. And now we are ready to move on to our next room. Now we can start on our living room. So I'm going to spin our wheel of packs and Snowy Escape. I'm not mad about this one. Snowy Escape actually has some nice options. They're very modern, but like they're pretty nice. I could do something like this. Let's see if we have a blue swatch. We do. We have this like light blue. Maybe we could be boring and just go with like a beige. And we have these end tables with Snowy Escape, which are pretty nice. This one's fun with the blue. It's just a very different color. And if I do use this blue swatch, it does match, right? But I like how that beige looks. I think it's maybe okay if I do that. This is meant to be a coffee table, but it's really tiny, so I might take 2 and put them together like this. Just like that. We have this little like moss ball aquarium in Snowy Escape. We also have a space heater maybe we could put in here like that. And we have this fun plant that And maybe get this blue swatch here is fun. Snowy Escape also gave us this, which is one of my favorite plants to use. Honestly, I use it so much. For curtains, we have these tiny little blue things. So I think we might go with that. I accidentally painted in here when I painted the kitchen. Oopsie. Cover that up. You didn't see. Don't pay attention. We do have this really fun shelf in Snowy Escape, which I love using personally. So maybe if we were to do a TV that sits on a stand rather than one that goes on the wall, we could do this like behind it, like that. Might be fun. I don't know, maybe a painting up there. We do also have these blinds, which don't think are a bad idea. Instead of doing these like that, we also have this fireplace. So maybe we could do that fireplace and then the TV above it. And maybe we could do something fun, like take these and kind of stack them. That seems like a fire hazard when it's inside the fireplace. Pretend you don't see it. Or should I do wood instead? I could delete those because the other ones are kind of hidden behind, and that's fine. Oh my god, if you shrink this down, like the coral pieces stay the same size and they look like hands reaching out. That's terrifying. It's not so noticeable like this. Maybe we'll get rid of this and we'll just put a lamp here instead. That might be a safer bet. Like that. And let's find a TV for up here. I have to go base game one. Just like that is fine. You put like a little chair from Snowy Escape here. Move the space heater over to this wall maybe and move that back more. We also have this like little ottoman thing, which is so cute. So maybe we could do that and then just kind of like leave it next to that chair as if you could put your feet up on it. One of my favorite rugs in the game is actually from Snowy Escape, so that kind of works out for us here. Let's see how it looks. We might have to do more than one. So I'll kind of take this, size it up, and place them together like that. It does have a blue swatch that I could use. We also need to figure out what flooring and paint is going to be in here. We have like this white and blue mat, which I guess we could use because I don't think I want to use sand lines one. There's this like plain white. Maybe that's okay. And let's paint the walls. Not a whole lot of options. Is this like blue stone? There's this white from Snowy Escape that we could use, I think. And maybe we could put some plants in the corners next to the fireplace. So I'm not sure we really have any tall ones. I've got this. Is that weird to put there? It's a little weird to put there. It doesn't really fit. So we'll have to use base game. We can use this again. So there's something cohesive going through this entire house. Besides just the doors, we can use this plant. That's the one thing holding this together. I do want to change this, but I like the little bit of blue it brings in. I feel like it's so boring without the blue. This one's so cute. I'm sticking with it. Even though it's weird that it's like a completely different color, I think it's okay. Okay, that is all for our Snowy Escape living room. Gonna be honest, shocked by the lack of blue in this pack. I don't know why I pictured Snowy Escape as a much more colorful pack, but it's really not. I do think the wood paneling I did on this wall kind of saved the whole room. Now that we are done with our living room, we can move on to our next room. So now we can start the kids room. Let's spin the wheel and see what pack we get. Oh, please go to toddler. Please go to toddler. That would have been perfect. Laundry day. I don't know if we have anything from laundry day that we can use in here. Is there a bed in laundry day? We have this ottoman. We have this end table. This is a rug. Sure. That's one option for rugs. We also have these like wicker rugs, which maybe we could end up using. I do think this would be kind of cute in a kid's room. So maybe we'll end up going with that one. And we have this like wicker chair maybe that we could use. This swatch is kind of fun with the polka dots. Okay, we can make something work here. Obviously for the bed, I'm gonna have to use base game because we don't have a bed in laundry day. I'm gonna go with this bed because it's the blue that matches the closest here. And I'm just gonna put this all the way in the back like that. This will be the end table. We're gonna put this chair here. We put this ottoman under the windows. I'm gonna bring this rug over to there. And then back in laundry day, I guess we can use this as like a pretend dresser. Why not? We can do this here and turn it in a little bit. Maybe we could put like a wreath on the door or even on the windows as like a decoration. It feels really big in the default size, so I'm just gonna size it down a little bit. And maybe we could put this like candle bowl on the nightstand as a light. I was gonna try to size down these plants and put them up here, but they leave like a really bad shadow. It messes up the lighting so much. So I'm not even gonna try, but maybe we could put them down here like that. I don't think that's horrible. It's not really what I would go for typically, but I don't know what else to do. I wonder if we size down this. That also gives a little bit of a weird shadow. I'm gonna be okay with it because I need something at least to put up here. Is it weird to hang like some herbs over your bed? A washboard? Maybe we could do this. We could just pretend it's like a closet, you know? That's fine. That's not weird at all. Don't even worry about about it. That's okay. All right, let's figure out some flooring and paint for in here. There's no flooring or paints from laundry day, so that means I can use base game only. I might go with this because it kind of feels like it fits in here. And for the walls, I think we'll just go with like a very basic blue like this. Laundry day doesn't have any curtains, unfortunately, so I'm just going to use these ones from base game. And that is our laundry day kids room. Honestly, it didn't turn out too bad. I was really expecting to have absolutely nothing to decorate with in here. I mean, obviously we needed to use a base game bed, but overall I think this could have been worse. So that is our kids room using the laundry day pack. Now we can move on to our next room, onto the downstairs bathroom. Let's spin our wheel and figure out what pack we'll be using. Ooh, tiny living. Let's remove tiny living from the list. I don't really know bathroom stuff in tiny living. Is there really a whole lot of that? I don't think so. Let's see. We have like a bar table. We do have a toilet, so that's nice. We have a mirror. We have this rug. We have a nice painting, some plants, toilet, and a sink, but we don't have a shower, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's okay. We will make it work. Oh, I don't like any of these swatches. I'll probably go with one of these plant swatches to make it look a little more like it should fit in a bathroom rather than like a picture of a cupcake. I'm not sure how much you want to be staring at a picture of a cupcake while you're going to the bathroom. We do have this from Tiny Living, which is just wonderful. I love this so much. I use it all the time. However, I'm not even sure what we're going to be using for a shower, so we might not even be able to use that. And we might actually have to move this door over a little bit like that. This will fit here. I guess that's the perk of it being from Tiny Living. Maybe we could do the toilet there, and maybe we could do this over the toilet. Is that weird? And maybe this painting like there. Let's see what we can use for a shower. Since we don't have a shower in Tiny Living, we can do this one from base game, and then we can put the toilet down here and this above it, just like that. This picture can go here. Maybe we could actually duplicate this because it has other swatches, and we can do like that is fine. We could put this rug here and maybe use the blue to add in a bit of color in here. We're gonna have to use base game for flooring and paint because there is none in Tiny Living. I think I want to go with this blue kind of mosaic-y tile, that or the orange one. I kind of like the orange a lot. I could put that blue rug on top of it. And then for the walls, what if we did this for the walls and then changed the flooring, just a plain white tile, and then we have this where we can even use this linoleum. Tiny Living doesn't have any curtains, so I'm just gonna use these ones from base game. I think that's okay. All right, that's our Tiny Living bathroom. Aside from not having a shower in Tiny Living, I think this worked out pretty well. Obviously we had to use quite a bit of base game, but we made do with what we have. Okay, now that we are all done with our downstairs bathroom, we can move on to our next room. So now we can start our entry and hallway area. Let's spin the wheel of packs to figure out what pack we'll be working with here. Growing Together. Growing Together does kind of have these like fun seats, so maybe we could use them somewhere. Also these wooden ones, but something is drawing me to these ones. I only got Growing Together recently, so this is still fairly new to me. So I get to explore a bit. See, maybe there's a table. I absolutely love this table from Growing Together. I think we're probably gonna end up using it in here. I just don't know if we should go with the white to match the theming of the house. So this is really nice. I typically just use the default swatch because it's beautiful, but I feel like the white might match well for this house. For an end table, I kind of want to use this hourglass end table, just giving art deco, but we can go with the blue swatch of it. I wonder if I shift this door over a bit. Should I put this in between the doors? No, I feel like that looks a little weird. I could use it back there, right? And we can do it in the white swatch. We have these, but they feel like they belong in like a teenager's room or something. Would it be really extra to put a piano back here? I mean, it's like the perfect size for one. And then we could move this to this corner to shift this plant out a bit more so it's not clipping so much. Growing Together also has a lot of interesting rugs, so that'll come in handy. We can use this kind of as a centerpiece on this table like that. This swatch has a lot of blue in it, so we're gonna use this one. And same thing for the bathroom. I think I'm gonna put a mirror over this hallway table. Maybe we could do the blue swatch, and I think we might use the owl up here also in the blue swatch. I think I'm gonna shrink down this rug and use it here. We put this lamp back here as well, and maybe in the entryway we could use this light. Trying to stick with that blue to kind of match the outside of the house. We can use the blue swatch of this and maybe use it here and pretend it's like a little like hall tree kind of thing, and we could put a kid's book bag in front of it. The cow plant one is so cute, just like that. Now let's figure out our flooring. All we have from Growing Together is tile, which I guess we could do. Maybe we could do like this beige color. So that's all we've got, so let's make it work. And for the walls, same thing. All we have is tile. It's gonna look a little weird in here. It's gonna look like a bathroom. We could do the white for the walls at least and the beige for the flooring, and I think that works. books. I do want a welcome mat, but we don't really have anything unless I take this rug and maybe we can shrink it down and use a separate swatch of it as a welcome mat. I feel like that's the best swatch. We can just go with that one. That's okay. It's like opposite of that one, which is kind of weird, but it's fine. All right, I think that's everything for here. That is everything for our entryway and hallway. I honestly really like this one. I think this one turned out pretty good. However, I do wish there was different flooring and paint to use. I think we made it work with what we had. I don't think this turned out bad at all. Now that we're all done with the hallway, we can move on to our next room. And since the entire downstairs is now complete, we are moving up to the second floor and we're going to get started with another bedroom right here. Let's spin the wheel and see what we're going to use for this bedroom. We have Get Famous. Okay, that's going to be a glamorous bedroom. Let's see. For Get Famous, we have this very like mid-century modern kind of thing. This extremely elegant bed. I think those are our only two options for beds, and just personally, I think I'm going to go with the mid-century modern looking one over that really elegant one because I did want this to be a like teenager's room. I think I might go with this one. I feel like we might be able to match things easier with this. Technically, I could also do a sleeping pod. That makes me feel uncomfortable. For end tables, use that for an end table. And I guess we could do a music station. And I'm going to use this painting because it has the blue in it. For the carpet, we have this very fun zebra product. It has some not terrible swatches like this one. Maybe we can get away with this like that. Maybe I'm just thinking about maybe using like one of these room dividers kind of as a little accent, or I could put it at the end of the bed like that. I'm just trying to think of something unique to add in here that will add in a little more dimension and fun because we don't have a whole lot of bedroom things in here. I can do a lamp instead of these flowers, which might look a lot better. With this blue one, me is tempted to get rid of the music mixing station and instead have this in here. It has this really nice blue swatch that matches a lot of the blues we use throughout the house, so maybe we can do that. There's also this bookshelf though. Maybe we could do that on just one wall and then we can get rid of this. Go with this light white swatch. We also have this here, which is nice. This one's more like teenager like though because of the books. I think I'm gonna put these CDs up here. Maybe some swords. It doesn't really match anything else that's going on in here, but I don't know. I wanted to put a TV, but the only TV we have is this giant one and I'm not sure it'll work if I shrink it. Maybe it will. Maybe we can do that. Hopefully that's still functional. I think that means we are done with this. It is time for us to do some flooring and paint. For flooring, we do have some hardwood. We have this Wild West floor. We also have like a really extra tile in here. Some marble. A lot of choices for marble and like paneling. However, I feel like the hardwood might be our best option here. I think we'll just go with the black because the other colors don't match very well. And for paint, we have this like stucco wall. I don't think I want to go with that. This I think is a little too much. I don't think this really matches the vibes all that much. Maybe we could use the fake brick on one wall. We do also have this, which has like that blue swatch. And then we could do like the white stucco. This room just looks very cold to be in. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with that fake brick wall and then the stucco for the rest of it. My first choice, but I think it has to be my last choice. I'm gonna move these windows over a bit. I know they're not centered in this room, but they're kind of centered outside, so I just kind of have to deal with that. About plants, I have this guy. Okay, we can go with that. I guess in both corners we can use it. That's fine. Or I could do this vase. I just feel like it looks really out of place. I could use this as a lamp. I don't want to though. I do these from Get Famous. I've really wanted to use this somewhere since I've realized the swatch existed, but I don't think it's gonna work in here, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. There's really no curtains to use because the curtains in Get Famous are really extravagant, so I could use Base Game. I can use this one, I guess, from Base Game, and that'll be okay. And maybe copy it and shrink it down and use it on this window as well, just like that. And that is all for our Get Famous bedroom. I don't think this one turned out bad. I absolutely love this little record player. I love the swatch for it. I think the blue is so pretty. Doesn't really match the other blues in the room, but I honestly don't think that's a problem. I really hope this TV that we shoved back on this bookshelf works. Overall, I'm giving this room like a 6 out of 10. And now that we are done with this bedroom, we can move on to the next room. Starting our primary bedroom, let's spin the wheel. Parenthood. Let's see what we have in Parenthood. I'm not sure we have any like full-sized beds. We don't. So I think, see how that works. Would I them together like this? And maybe we do the light blue swatch. That's unique. That's interesting. We have these for nightstands, which is at least good that we have an actual nightstand. Parenthood would have been good for like any other room, I think. To give me the pack that has one bed, but it's only a single bed. Kind of rude if you think about it. Maybe we could do these as a centerpiece. Like maybe they have their kids' stuff out. At least the Parenthood rug is always a winner. We can go with that. We have this reading lamp. Maybe we can put here and go with that blue swatch, I guess. I'm gonna use this as a dresser and clip it into the wall as far as I want because this wall goes into the roof. So you're not even gonna know. Let's go with that. We have these curtains. I will use them. I'm just gonna move the bed forward a little bit more. I'm fine with it clipping, but I don't like that it was in front of it. Did not like that at all. I guess we can go with these like beige colored ones. And maybe we could put a TV up here. I don't have one, but that's okay. Let's just throw this there. Yes, I could put a makeup tray and maybe like some bathroom clutter stuff. Okay, let's figure out our flooring and walls for in here. Parenthood does not have any flooring, so we'll come back to that. As for walls, they do have these very basic ones, and I think we'll go with this like light blue one. We do that as an accent wall, right? Why not? Why not? Honestly, this room is kind of a mess in here anyway, so it's fine. For flooring, we're gonna have to use base game, and I'm just gonna grab like a light wood for in here, like that. And Parenthood really doesn't have a whole lot of paintings because it's got a lot of like teenager kind of things. We could just shrink down this guitar necking wall decal and put it up here, I guess, just to fill in that wall. And can't think of anything else to put in here. So that is our primary bedroom with 2 single beds, because that is all that was in the Parenthood pack. So we had to do what we had to do. This may go on the list of least favorite rooms I've ever done. Now that we are all done with our primary bedroom, we can move on to our next room. We can start our primary bathroom. Let's spin the wheel to see what pack we're going to be working with. Horse Ranch. I really like Horse Ranch. I got it like last week and it's quickly become a favorite of mine. I'm just unsure how well it will bode for us in a bathroom. So you have this wooden sink, this shower. There's also a tub, but I don't think I want to use it. There's this little like storage thing. These are cute. Maybe we can use one of those somewhere. I'm not sure. We'll see. There's an outhouse. Is there really all that but no toilet? Really? Oh, there's a bush. I don't think that counts. And the outhouse is not going to be functional in here. So I can use a base game toilet then. So I'll just go with like the cheap one here. I'm gonna move this door over a bit and I can put this there like that. And there's blue swatches. I love when there's swatches that match the rest of the house. Really? But not for here? Really? For Pink Pony Girl and you dance at the club. I guess we can go with that one because it has the blue curtain at least, right? Put a plant up there, but I feel like that's gonna be clipping a bit. There's a little stool here. Is there a mirror in Horse Ranch? Only this one, which I guess I could technically do that too. Is that weird? It works. I mean, it's there. We have this rug from Horse Ranch, which maybe we can like shrink down really itsy bitsy and use in the bathroom depending on what tile and stuff we're gonna go with. Let's see what floorings we have from Horse Ranch. We have some wood flooring. We have a couple different bricks, and then this one, I'm not a fan of the sky floor. I think that would scare me. Oh, very lover coated. Okay, it looks like the flooring was originally blue and then something's just been leaking so long that it's like bleached the floor, but we'll go with that. Let's figure out our walls. Not many options that I feel fit in a bathroom. Maybe this one. We could just do the white. Yeah, that feels real. I feel like that's something people would have in their bathroom. Let's see for curtains. Hopefully there's any kind of curtains in Horse Ranch. Any, really. Maybe not any. Actually, these, I like these. I lied. I do like these a lot. I'm just gonna raise them up like that. I think I'm gonna make these windows kind of connect. I'm a firm believer that The Sims needs to give us a double of every single window they give us because it's really not fun to alt place things like that sometimes. Do I go with blue? Do I go with the light blue? Okay, this is interesting, but I think that means we're all done with the primary bathroom. Here she is in all her glory. I don't think it's bad when you're looking this way. It's once you see the floor and everything else, or when you notice this is not a wall mirror here, but that is everything for our primary bathroom. Now we can move on to our second to last interior room of the house. Let's spin the wheel for our upstairs hallway. Oh, werewolf. First, it looks like I forgot to put fencing around here, so let's do that real quick, shall we? That's gonna be an important step. You know, werewolves really isn't the worst pack. I'm a little overdramatic with being upset about that. And it's not like we're really gonna have much to put up here. Like we're gonna have like one thing here and that's all. Maybe we could do like a seat or something. I would say we could do a desk, but I don't really want to use this desk. We have like this historical plaque that we could use. How about a seat ceiling fan, a really rusty ceiling fan. Everyone wants a disgusting ceiling fan in their life, don't they? You could do some storage chests. How about that? There's some blue ones, so it matches. I'm gonna do a small rug up here. If we have a blue swatch, I guess we could go with that. We have this dark blue. We can make that work. Maybe I'll center this here and then we can put something on top of it. We don't really have any plants or anything. We do have this desk. If I do that, right? So we could put these here or maybe swap that around. These here, this here, and then this desk here. Let's see. We have a blue swatch for it. So we'll go with it. That works. A chair at the desk. I guess that will do. I'd like to put like a painting or something on this wall, but we don't really have anything. But this little lamp here, the little flower lamp is really cute. More over there. We also have this, but it feels really small to put up here. But I guess that might be our only option. Unless I put it in between here. Let's go with that one, I think. And I think that's all for the decorations up here. So let's figure out our flooring and walls. This is the only flooring we have from werewolves. So maybe we'll go with that blue, like broken tile. And then for the walls, we kind of get this like really scuffed up wood. This one with like the caution lines or this brick. So let's see maybe how just the white wood would look. I don't think that's terrible. It matches the outside of our house. I think we're gonna go with this, the white wood here. I think will work just fine. And that means the second floor of our house is all complete, which means we can spin for our next pack. The next pack will be for the outside of our house so we can decorate our porches, do a little landscaping. So let's spin our wheel and get our pack. Something good, something good, something good, something good. Backyard, 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 backyard. No! Oh, is there even anything in the spooky stuff pack? Oh, this might end up looking really bland. Let's see. What do we have for flooring that we could put out here? We do have a hardwood, so that works. We'll go with this white, I think, for the porches because it'll match. At least we don't have to worry about painting any walls. I guess it could be Halloween and we could put like a bowl of candy on the front porch. It's gonna have to be because I don't have any other decorations to put out here. This is officially a Halloween house. No way, this is gonna ruin the outside of this house so much so quickly. Well, technically not, right? Because I can go with like this and then no one has to know it's Halloween because it's just a gross looking chair. That could work. And we can use this little end table here. I'm gonna get away with that. No one even knows that I had to use spooky stuff for the porches. This and put an end table on both sides and then this little table, but I don't have any chairs there. We started off really strong. I feel like Vampire's Kitchen wasn't the worst thing to happen to this. And since there's no landscaping from spooky stuff, I'm just gonna use base game and just fill in a little bit so this doesn't have to be so empty. I'm just gonna use some terrain paint to lead up to it like this. I'm gonna do some palm trees here. These aren't my typical go-tos for landscaping, but they feel like they kind of fit in here. And I think I'm just gonna take some hedges like this to kind of line here. And then I'm just gonna take some small daisies and make like a little flower bed here like that. I'll put a mailbox out here and can't forget a trash can. I'm gonna put the trash can kind of hidden back here on this ledge, just like that. Should I spin another and do a backyard? I'm kind of tempted to. I want to see if we can get any furniture into the backyard besides what we did for the porches. So let's spin for our backyard. Every university gives me this fence, which I don't really like, but we could put like a soccer ball out here, I guess. Berry juice and some bikes could be nice considering we do have kids living here. We could put some bikes out. Maybe like a blue and a white one to match the theme of the house as well. We do have a bar in Discovery University, so maybe we could be a little extra and add that in and give them like a little patio area with a bar. Yes. And maybe we could put that next to the bar. Soccer ball can go by the bikes. I'm just gonna go with white bar stools. The only other bar stools we have are this. There's not really a swatch that matches with this, so that's gonna be their backyard. Let's add in some terrain paint to at least give them a patio. I'm gonna go with that same square one. Oh, let's turn on the grid. I can't draw a straight line. Technically, it only needs to go to there, so I can erase all of this. Pretty interesting, but that is our every room is a different pack house. When I built this house, I really wasn't expecting it to be this much of a mess. Let me know what your favorite room was and your least favorite room was. My favorite is probably the living room with the snowy escape pack. Personally, I think we just really lucked out with getting Snowy Escape because it is just genuinely a good pack. It has a lot of really good build items. My least favorite room is probably the kitchen. Just, it's such a mess. Nothing in here works together at all. And again, still, that face on the fountain makes me really uncomfortable. Feel free to let me know your opinions down in the comments. If there's a build challenge you're interested in watching me try, also let me know about that. Also a good time for me to let you know that if you've been inspired by this challenge, and if you're thinking about buying any pack, you can use code Ajiri Ajiri at checkout and I will get a 5% commission at no extra cost to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like the video and leave a comment and tell me your thoughts. And if you did enjoy this video, consider subscribing. I have uploads twice a week and you don't want to miss out on those. Anyways, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye bye.